Yay! So yeah, after you do the City and Stars quest, which is part of the main storyline, and if you're following towards a good ending and all that stuff, you get contacted by Adjutant Akande, and she asks you to plant the tracking signal on Phineas, and then you can plant a false tracking signal.
I can take a hint.
And then you would keep your mouth hole shut. Any hoozles. So, you plant a false signal, you tell Phineas, blah blah blah, but it still works with Adjutant Akande, and it resets your board rating.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
That's fine. As I was saying, planting the tracking signal, whether you plant the real one or the fake one, either one, resets your rating with the board. So, since I kind of knew about that, I went and slaughtered every single person in Byzantium and looted all of it before going back to the ship after that quest so I could get the extra monies for leveling up my gear. And, so that kind of explains why there's all the human litter everywhere. So fancy. And of course the problem being is once you plant the tracking signal and you go back, she asks you to clear out Edgewater, and if you say no, everything turns hostile, so you're back negative with the board all over again. But it was nice anyways. While it lasted.
Marilyn,
hey, people are alive.
Is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring
Maybe 5
up
minutes.
all sorts of trouble.
Oh good heavens, I guess I'm supposed to show my ass, huh? Sure.
Play the ruffian angle some more.
Look.
You're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
Oh wow.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Sure. Did you see the streets outside? I just killed literally every single person in here as far as buildings I could get access to.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Oh, yep, none of mine.
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
I don't even want the XP that much.
It's the floors. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
I mean...
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
Oh no!
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
Hold it, hold
You what?
I'm not saying shit.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
So you... I'm not saying shit.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I mean, even if you didn't do that, you could have... You could have said she left to be a doctor or something, but instead you reported her as dead and have been living super happy fun time off of her
The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
Fuck 'em.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
What the
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
And no one to collaborate it, including the lady that was still alive until I did. Y'all are fucking ridiculous.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons?
My word.
And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind. I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Wow. I'm not saying shit, but wow.
Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Wait, for real? Wait, for what? You're not gonna... I mean, it's your business, clearly, but... They're living off of your death, and... Dude, she gets a cut, for sure. What the fuck? This is all kinds of fucked up. Also, why? But man... Fucked up.
Let's talk outside.
Okay. Wow.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
Uh-huh. They shouldn't have gotten so upset. I mean, I figure she probably should have gotten more upset, but...
I thought they'd be scandalized.
Uh-huh.
They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
Yeah,
I know. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
now you sound as fucked up as your parents do. Ta-da! Huh. That's fucked up. I'm not gonna say that right now, but it's true. But it's fucked up, but it's true. Which, the truth usually is kind of fucked up, but that's whatever.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moonbase, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
You live a charmed life.
What can I say? I don't collect things, I collect experiences. Just can't think of a good use for this one.
True.
Can't I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead?
Do
Anyway,
both.
I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
How did that not occur to you way the fuck earlier? Like, as soon as they said that shit, you walk out the door, like, cool, money's mine then. Fuck 'em. Yes, it fucking will.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Ta-da!
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
That latter option may be the case because, again, I've possibly killed everyone that needed to be helpful to us. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
I guess we are.
Nah, last time I saw him was...
This looks like the place. You ready to get my money or what?
You don't think
Sure.
you got crushed during the bridge collapse?
Hello.
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
Oh, wow.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
For a made-up story. And the person who supposedly designed the shoes was alive. And didn't... And that would have probably ruined her career. But nobody checked any of this. Okay.
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhel can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Well, what if I let her change the policy now and then shoot her in the face? Would that work?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Of course.
That's for the best. What can I do for you?
Not a single tiny little thing until I figure out where this terminal is and how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be. Terminal. Terminal? Terminal. Nothing going on in here, old chap. Just get... Oh, okay. Get out the goddamn door. There we go. Come. Hello? I have to talk to you to further the quest. Come along. Down the ladder. Waiting on you. There you are. Wonderful.
Can we talk?
We can as soon as you get your goofy ass over here.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
True. But at least this way she's doing it in her own sort of way, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
They'll come outside of their little house there and find out they're pretty much the only people alive in that whole fucking city. It'll be funny.
Yeah. The funny thing about getting what you want is then you gotta figure out what to do with it. I've never been much of a planner. Makes my eyeballs itch.
True. To a degree. Some planning is necessary.
If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the day. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
Well.
That's one thing I appreciate about you. Things are simple, straightforward. A job's a job and that's it, right?
Why aren't more people like that? Huh? People? Hey, people? Can people be more like that, people? This shit.
Yeah, never hurts to get a friendly reminder, though. You know, I think I get you just a little more now.
Right.
I hear you there. You know, I'm thinking I ought to find another gig once this one's all done. One where I can really work on my own.
Sure, whatever.
Hey, let's not get all mushy. I'm still here to see this one through. Anyway, enough chit-chat.
Okay. Fantastic. Bye, baby.